The idea behind that, so I think I'm live right now, and so right now, I guess I'm live. Yes, we're live. So it's fine. So yeah, so we left our program at this position where we have created a stateless widget, and this stateless widget is actually app bar, which is wrapping the whole of the screen, and we have used a show about dialog um, bar function, which is, as you can see over here. And within this show about dialog, we can use several widgets as well. Now let's try to see what different kind of widgets can we use in show about dialog. Um, so first of all, we have the context, and let's do one more thing. Let's press enter. And if you remember earlier, I mentioned that the reason for which it's taking material localization for context is kind of complicated. So I already mentioned that I do not understand why do we need to build two different classes just for show about dialog function, because when I use the show about dialog function in this single class and pass the context as build context, then it does throw me an error saying no material localizations found. I am not sure why it does that, but as we keep on moving forward, we will I hope we will understand the reason behind it. So it's about trying to learn new things and keep on moving forward. So let's add certain things like application name, and application name is, I believe, a text. So I will give um, show dialog, and let's just I think it is list, I believe, children, sorry, children, and children actually takes a list of widgets, which is we go over here, it says a list of widgets. So I'm not really sure what kind of widgets can be placed in it. Let me try to widget, and let's see. So let's try to do one thing. Within it, let's try to make an icon, just an icon, and an icon, a simple icon, and a simple icon can really contain icons dot let's say probably so. When I hot reload it, then when I press on it, as you can see, it does show me the show dialog uh, title and an icon saying pound box. If I click on view licenses, then we can easily see the licenses for that show dialog button. Anyways, if I close off this from this, so as you can see that within the widget, we can add many more widgets. Let's add one more icon, icons dot uh, memory. It's not hanging, it's hanging. Really sorry if you heard about some background noise. I'm sorry for that. I live in a very crowded family, so sorry for that. Anyways, let's move on forward. Um, icons at memory, which is actually creating an icon just underneath it. So let me save the file and open it. As you can see, it does create a list of icons. The first is an account box, and the second one is a memory. I can do one thing. I can create a row just like this. I'll try to do that. So if I remove all this and I try to make a row, I believe row is also a widget, and it does take something main axis alignment, where this is class enum, sorry. So you can provide the main axis alignment, main axis alignment dot start anything. To do one thing, let me just create. Not really sure how to make a row for this. I've never used a row. Let me see if, uh, how to make a row online. How to make row in Flutter, layouts in Flutter. So we can see within a row we have two child columns. So this is the just only one row and two columns over here, and within a column it also has four different child columns. So first of all, we are saying that main axis alignment dot space evenly. So this is the enum parameter that you can pass over there, and when you say that, then you can easily pass different children, that the different images that you can pass, or different icons that you can pass in the row. Let's try this thing out. So if I go back over here and I hit enter, I press main axis alignment, and I say main axis alignment. Let me say space evenly for now, and also in the row there is something called children, which I think, yeah, children, which is a list of witches that the row can contain. So if I do children and I write widget, I can also remove this thing just to give this two open and closing parameters, third bracket, comma at the end, hit enter. Now let me just add the icons that I just created earlier. Icons dot memory, and icons dot account box. Okay, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, because I'm not really sure about this. We save it, reloading it, so let me run it. Now the two icons are in a row. That is amazing. That is really amazing. Let me try over with different main axis alignment. So if I say dot start, I'm not really sure what this start will actually do. If I go over here, this value is used in the vertical direction, and vertical direction may be available. Start. Okay, so I given start over here. I'm saving it, and so so that means start from the beginning, and keep adding elements. If I do it at the end, then start from the end, save it, and reloading it, run it again, start from the end in the dialog box. All right, so that is fantastic. That is really fantastic. So we are trying to, so we understood about the first thing, it is row. Let's add some more widgets on that row. Can I add a button bar? What is this button bar? Not really sure. What is this button bar? What is this button bar? Button bar is widget actually at theme. I'm not really sure what it does. alignment, button height, and button really sure. And 1% with children within it. Let's try to understand this thing. And let's say button height. Not really sure what it will. I think it will take double. Yeah. So let me give button height say 2. Not 2. Let's say 4. Okay. And button minimum width should be 4 as well. So let's see if I Control C, Control S, and run it. I cannot see the button bar over here. Strange. Let's try to understand what button bar actually is. So button bar, class library, uh, button bar widget flutter. Oh, so it actually so you have to give two different buttons in the button bar. It cannot be blank, I believe. So I have to give two different buttons in the button bar. And children widgets. First of all, I have to give a raised button. Button bar, there is a raised button, and the raised button also contains tiled as text and a flat button. So let me do one thing. Let me just add a flat button over here, and I'm not really sure. Can I give text? I'm not really sure what it actually does. Text color. I'm not really sure. This require on press for do something. So let's see what it does. It says flat button and button 2. That means that there must be something that it will take flat button. Is this starting and this is the end? Strange actually. Oh my God, did I just? Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I muted my microphone. I have spoken so many things. Oh no, God, Jesus Christ. I have to speak again. Okay. Anyways, I will speak again about this. I have to speak again. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Okay. So, this is the project that we are creating to make about list style. If I minimize this thing and go back over here. So far what we have done is we have created first an app bar containing the title, my app. You can change it anything you want. Say example and save it. When you press save, it's going to automatically change it to example. That's the beauty of hot reload. So I have also given elevation, which you can ignore for now, because elevation is only going to work when you have a scaffold or when you are using app bar up to this limit, because it's going to show the app bar elevated from the background, which makes the app bar look much more three-dimensional in nature. So, and also given background color as yellow in the app bar. And furthermore, the app bar contains some action widgets which actually takes on the right hand side of the app bar. There's one more thing that I did not mention is the leading is something called a leading. Leading actually is also a widget which actually will be in front of the app bar. So if I write leading over here, leading, and I give an icon, just a simple icon, um, say icons dot I don't know, something like this, assignment 20, comma, save it, and you can see the leading contains this kind of icon. I believe you can also use an image icon in place of icon over here. And in my first video, I believe I have also discussed about image assets and the problem facing with image assets, making the image completely black. That doesn't really work very well. So we'll look into images later on further in the next videos. So after we have given leading, we can add actions which will contain different kinds of icons or images, just or icon buttons on the right hand side. Okay, and when we press on the icon button, as I have given over here, icon button, icon, and on pressing any icon button over here, it will um, go to a new function called show about dialog, which will create a new dialog button. And this dialog button is going to contain a name, show dialog. It's going to contain children's, which will be a row filled with buttons and icons, and also app bar, which is just below the row, and it is outside the row object. Now, by default, every dialog button comes with view licenses and close button, which you can click on it and you can view the license of the dialog. So if I click on view licenses, it will show us the show dialog view licenses. And if I click on raise button, it will show me license, but with my own demo text that I've written over here, that on pressed show license page with this demo text. Now I want to change this button. I want to change this view licenses file to something uh, demo for me, that I will change it and it will reflect over here. But I couldn't find how to do that. So I'm looking for it. Anyways, I will be discussing about this thing in my later videos, where we will dig deeper how to change license files. And yeah, so this is a flat button and this is a raised button. The raised button actually contains a child of text called raised button, and also and the flat button contains a child of text called flat button. And this is an app bar, which is very uncommon to place an app bar in a dialog button, but I've just done it. And you can see the leading space over here is backward arrow. You can change that thing from here. You can change it to leading to say icon, I believe, memory. Okay, close it and run it. It's memory and it doesn't really do anything. So, but if I remove this leading icon from here and just click on it, and you can see the leading comes with a predefined icon button, and you click on it, it will remove us from the page. So that is the idea of installing an app bar over here, and we can do the same thing on closing the app bar. So for example, if I go back to about dialog button, I think there must be an exit, close. Let's try to understand. Change close button in about, but change view license button in about dialog flutter. Awesome dialog. What is this awesome dialog? Well, we're looking for about dialog. I guess you cannot change it. Maybe what is this thing? That's the thing. This is not about dialog. How to change it? How to change it? Maybe um, we cannot change it. Probably in the alert dialog button. However, so I think you cannot change in about that. I'm not really sure. I'm going to dig deeper into this, and if I find that if there is any way that we can change this view licenses button or close button to something else, I'm going to change it. But so far, there is no such information in the documentation that I can see that to change anything. It's application version, application name, and time, create a limit, but no property to change these two buttons. So I'm going to look forward and try to find out if there is any way to change this button. So anyways, so this was the so we understood how show dialog, show about dialog works, and how about dialog is also the same thing as show about dialog function. So we're going to move on forward to the about list style uh, class flutter. So I'm going to close out from this um, cancel, and we're going to go to about list title, close, press back. Okay, let's go back over here and close out this window. Yes, terminate the main dot. Fine. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this is my new project. The main dot. But let's remove every single thing from here and import package flutter material dot. Okay, and we're gonna just say void main.p run app, and we're gonna just say um, um, about list tile my class. I know it doesn't look that good, but hey, let's work with it. This my class extends stateless widget, because I want my program to be a stateless widget. And what is, yeah, I need to override it with the widget build function. Context, and it still shows an error. What is the error? The argument of type, oh, I forgot to make it an object. Yeah, so we need to pass return type material app, and it's about it. So we were talking about using uh, about list title. So let's do that. Let's in the op, if I give about list tile, I cannot do that. I believe about list tile should be within an app bar. So I have to give app bar first, app bar, and within an app bar, I think title I have to give again, but this is one way widget. So app bar, and now I think I can give there is a tile, but about list tile, about list tile must be in the app bar, I believe. Let's check again. Okay, final list is doing something of turning it right now. So first of all, what it is doing is let's scaffold show example text, and then it does drawer. Oh, so we need to have a drawer which then can use the about list file. So we cannot really add an about list file without using drawer first. We need to go first into drawer and see what drawer actually does. So we have to use drawer, right? Oh, so I need to have a scaffold without, oh, so I need to have a scaffold to use a drawer, and then I can use a drawer to list the about list style. So without the scaffold, I cannot use drawer, and without the drawer, I cannot use about list style. So it's pretty confusing at first, but with practice, it becomes much more simpler. So we need to first understand about drawer class. Let's go to drawer class. So I will just read out this thing first and try to figure out myself about what the drawer class actually does, and then we can pick up again from this location, exact location, in the next video. Okay, guys? So don't worry, I will be coming back very soon and trying to finish up the about list style in the drawer class as well. So thank you very much for supporting me, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.